My name is Zak Juelfs. I wrestle 215 pounds for the Sturgis Scoopers. We just won state as a team, and I won it individually. Going into the state tournament, we knew we really had something special going. Just knowing we had the chance, first time in 14 years, I think it is, since we last won a team title. Just going in knowing we could do that. Everyone on the team had everyone's backs. Whenever someone got knocked down at the tournament, we got them back up, did everything that we could for the team.
Hi, I'm Madison Snyder. I'm a senior this year. I wrestled 138 this season. This season I thought was really well. At the beginning it had a lot of ups and downs, but then it slowly got better. I placed second at the state tournament this year, which I thought was really good. Since previous years I've gotten fifth, so it was I reached my goal for winning my semis finals match, and I just thought it was a good last season to end on.
I'm Aiden Werlinger. I'm the 190-pound wrestler for the Sturgis Scoopers. Our state tournament ended up pretty well. As a team, we took first in the A's. I personally ended up third, which not exactly where I wanted, but ended with a win, which I was proud of, and it's a good way to end it because I'm a senior.
My name is Brant. I am a senior at Sturgis Brown High School, and I wrestled in the 132 weight class this year. I placed sixth at state, and I'm really proud of what I did because I came into it ranked 12th, and I finished up on the podium, so it was a good tournament.
My name's Teryn Zebroski. I'm a senior. I wrestled 113 pounds, and I placed second at the state tournament. What was really fun about the team is everybody really has each other's backs, and we work hard as a team. We pick each other up. A lot of guys, not a lot of guys, but a few guys on the team had tough losses at the state tournament, and picking each other up is why we ended up first place. And then what also makes winning that state title easier is that we have the best coaching staff in the state.
We're with Mike Abell, the Scoopers head wrestling coach, and your theme is never satisfied. And this year, my goodness, 2 state championships.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we won the dual state championship, and then the next Saturday we won the region championship, and then just this weekend we won the individual state championship. So it was a crazy 3 weeks, emotional, physical, trying to keep guys grounded, level-headed in all the wins and some losses, trying to stay, humble, but yet hungry was tough. So yeah, it was a crazy 3 weeks.
You mentioned emotional. What is it like for your team to win a state championship? I mean, what's going on?
It's to climb that mountain and get to the top, I've been coaching for, I think, 19 years, and you just don't think it's ever going to happen. I mean, you want it to happen, but until you actually get a team, we could talk for the dual side of things, to put 14 kids together that have to weigh 14 separate weights, and there's minimums and maximums. You can't just throw bodies out there, and to not have any holes. We didn't have any real weaknesses. I wouldn't say that we necessarily had a bunch of absolute hammers. We didn't have 5, 6 state champs like some teams have in the past, but we just had 14 kids that could compete at a high level, could score bonus points when we needed them to, and that's a very rare thing to find. And to get all those guys into the weight classes that we needed to and go compete at a high level 3 weeks ago at the state dual tournament was an amazing feat. We had lost. We had kind of had a perfect season rolling as far as individual and duels, and then we ended up with a blemish in there with Aberdeen Central at East-West duels. When they beat us, it was, and I think I talked to you guys maybe the week after that was one we had circled to get back at some point. When the state dual brackets came out, and we had knowing that if we beat T, we'd have Aberdeen and have a shot to kind of show that they didn't wrestle us at our best. I think they were at their best. We might have been at our lowest point in the season, whether it was health, whatever it was. And to go out there and the first time when they beat us by 2 points. It was close. When we beat them at the state duels, we beat them by 30. So It was a big feat, a big weight lifted off my shoulders, the kids' shoulders, knowing that we were that team. We went out, I think at the state dual tournament, not exact math, but I think it was 200 and some to like 41. We outscored our 3 duels. So we put a stamp or made a statement that weekend that, we belonged and we deserved it. And I couldn't be more proud of, those 14 and even the 70 kids that were in this room helping out, boys and girls, to what they did that weekend, because it was pretty special. But the administration talked to us. They wanted to do a welcome home party and stuff like that, and we kind of put an axe on that, or slid that to the side for a couple weeks, because we wanted these kids to stay focused, stay humble, stay hungry, and we tried to keep them dialed in going into the region tournament, knowing that we had more to do. The job wasn't done. And going into that following Saturday, we had the region tournament in Spearfish, and we put 12 guys in the finals. We qualified all 14. We had 2 guys get third. The rest of them were top 2. And that was the next, marker as far as we are that good. We could go, we're taking the whole team to the state tournament, and we can go chase this thing down. And I don't know, I don't want to say we were favored or unfavored or whatever, but I knew Pierre and Aberdeen and us, it was going to be a 3-team race in there, which it was. Pierre had a great tournament, but I think our pure numbers, placing 12 kids at the state tournament, is not an easy thing to do. 14 was the goal. We had 14 kids ranked or seated inside the top 8, so it was a realistic goal. But to have a perfect weekend is so hard to do. And so it wasn't quite perfect as far as the 14 kids, but perfect as far as leaving there with a state championship trophy was amazing. And every kid, all 14 that qualified, scored points and had a piece of that trophy. And so again, I couldn't be more proud of those 14, of what they did and what they accomplished. Having, Zak Juelfs as a state champ was amazing. But I think any one of the kids, the 12 placers, if you ask them, they would be willing to give up their medal for that state team title. Because the team title was something that, you look at these banners in this room that we've been chasing for a long time. I've been doing it for 19 years, and it was my first, and for every kid on this team, it was their first. Steve and Coach Schlichtenmeyer had, their run in the early 2000s, but it had been 14 years since the last time we won the individual. It had been 20 years since the last time we won the duels, and it had been 22 years since the last time we doubled up. It happened one time, or the last time was 2002, but to double up like that is a pretty special thing. And it was like I said, it was an emotional roller coaster for those 3 weeks, trying to keep everybody focused. But now the pressure's off and these kids can relax. And we had a great welcome home thing last night, and community was here, and the support that these guys have had has been amazing. So it's been an amazing year, and we were able to finish on top, and not a lot of people can say they did that.
Coach, we've been talking to some of your girls for a couple of years. They did real well. Yeah,
we qualified 5 girls. Coming in with 5 girls, it's hard to think that you could chase down a plaque, a state trophy, because they only placed top 6. Our 5 girls were close. We finished 8th as a team. They only placed top 6. There was a couple rounds in there where we were close to 6. At one point, I think we were only 3 points out. But the nice feeling for me is that there's some programs in the area. Spearfish has great numbers. Stevens has great numbers. Central's doing great things. And nothing taking away from their programs, but knowing that, we placed above all those guys with our 5 girls, the quantity or the quality of our girls is amazing. Those 5 that went in there scored points. We had 4 state placers out of that group. We have 9 in our room with more coming in. I hope this was kind of a tone setter for the girls that don't wrestle in our school district or are coming up, to see that we are a team that could contend and hopefully bring home some hardware. That's been a goal for us, is not only, doubling up with the state duels and state individual, and I'm not saying, titles, but to bring a girls trophy and a boys trophy home in the same year is kind of the next thing, the next best thing that we could try and accomplish as Sturgis Wrestling. And so that'll be hopefully something we can shoot forward, next year. Got to keep girls in the room. We got to get more girls out. On the boys' side, keep doing what we're doing. We lose a huge senior class. I think we have 10 seniors. We might have had about 8 of them in our lineup. And rebuilding, reloading the next wave of kids, which we have a great group of kids in this room. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. And they have a ton of potential. But like I said at the beginning of the year, we don't know. Potential is kind of a weird word. You don't know what it's going to be like until next season rolls around. The off season's got to be something that we put a lot of time in the weight room and on the mat. And good things are, still to come for the Scoopers.
Congratulations again, Coach. Appreciate the visit.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming in. Love the TV time and, love everything you guys are doing.